Hey, good morning, fam. Good morning. Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody, right? Listen, I know it is Christmas, and you guys are out here enjoying, your time with your family and things like that, right? But I feel as though like I have to relay this message to you guys, right? Because I posted the other day that I was officially hit the button, right? The submit button, right? For open enrollment, right? To contribute 30% into my brokerage account, which I was already doing about 20% already. I'm sorry, 18%. And I decided to just go, all the way, right, to 30%, right? And somebody messaged me and say, how can anybody do that in this economy and things like that, right? And I haven't responded back to her yet because my thought process is this: how can you afford not to? Because if your question is how can you afford to do that during this economy, well, the economy is not going to get better; it's going to get worse. Inflation is always rising. So what I'm learning in reference to wealth building, reading certain books, connecting with certain people, talking to certain leaders, right, is there have to come a point in your life where you have to make hard decisions. You have to make hard decision that's going to force you to be disciplined, which a lot of people, the reason why a lot of people are having a hard time, myself included, right, is discipline is a factor. Okay, now I made this decision knowing that the things I like to do next year, I may not be able to do it all, like traveling, eating at nice restaurants, staying at fancy hotels when I'm on the road. I was saying to myself, I have enough shoes. Like, I got so much shoes. I got so much Jordans, so much Nike, a couple of Gucci's. Like, I don't even have room for. I'm literally using 2 closets for shoes. Okay, I got so much clothes. I'm usually using. I'm using 1 closet and a whole other room for clothes. I own 3 vehicles. I'm sorry, 2 cars, 1 SUV, right? So what else? I'm not going to say I've done it all because the world is big, right? But at this point in my life, at this stage in my life, I'm looking at where I'm looking to go towards now is not be a consumer, but I'm trying to move towards security, towards financial security, safety, right? And that's where I am right now. You understand? When I was a little bit younger, I was spending, traveling here, going there, buying this, buying that, whining, dining, all the stuff you do when you start coming across a little bit of money in your life. Now, I'm like, hey, cool. Is it gonna be tough? And mind you, so that's just 30% of my brokerage account. I do another 15% that goes into my IUL between my policies, the kids' policy, and my mom's policy. Another 15% of my income is derived towards that. So really, come 2025, I'll be living off of 55% of what I make. That's why it took me almost 2 weeks to make this decision, because I know it's going to be tough, but I know it's going to yield fruit. I've done the math. My retirement goal is 55, no longer than 57, whereas I don't have to go work for money. If I choose to go to work, I choose to go to work, but I don't have to go to work for money. And to be able to do that, you gotta start to change the way you do things. You gotta start putting money away. There's no other way around it. If you continue being a consumer, life will consume you. Let me say that one more time. If you continue being a consumer, life will consume you. So we have to get to a point in life right now where you say, you know what? All right, cool. what in life right now do I truly need? And most of the time it's gonna be nothing. Most of us have cars. Most of us got nice clothes. Most of us got, all the purses and bags in the world that that we need. Backpacks, whatever. Most of us is traveling to. Most of us have been to certain places that we want to go to and stuff like that. Listen, I'm not saying you're not gonna be able to do those things or you shouldn't do those things. What I'm saying is you have to minimize it dramatically for a brighter future for you. Or else, I'm in financial service, and I'm in homes every day. And this is actually one of the driving force too that made me do this, because I'm going in homes. I'm probably in roughly about 300 homes a year, probably roughly somewhere around there. And I want to say probably 80% of these people who are 60 years old and above are still working because they have to, not because they want to. They're living paycheck to paycheck at 60-something years old. Their retirement is less than $100,000. It's how much they have for retirement. And now at 60, now they want to start rushing and putting money away. You know what I'm saying? I saw a gentleman in, where was that at? I believe it may have been North Carolina. I think it was North Carolina. 63 years old. Okay? Have about $87,000 in his 401k. Now, there was a couple of laws that happened between the market and stuff like that in there. But now he's looking to start to, because at the point he was only doing about $300 a month in his contribution. That's red flag number one. But now at 6-something years old, he wants to retire by the time he's 68. And he's asking me, how can I do that? I said, well, you got $2,500 a month to start to put away? That's the number. So the longer you wait, the more you have to put out. But the earlier you start, the less you have to put out to grow even more. So listen, I want to share that with you guys this Christmas, as you guys are spending time with your family and you're looking at your family, because your family is your future. And you're looking at your family and you're looking at your retirement statement. You're looking at your Social Security, which is going to be next to nothing. You're looking at your bank account and you have nothing. But then you got 3 or 4 vehicles outside. You got a big old house. You got all the nice shoes, blah, blah, blah. But what is going to take care of you when you're older? You have nothing. I hope this message reached somebody today. Listen, this is what I do for a living. If you have any questions or you want some information as to how you can get started, text me at 443-208-5480. That's 443-208-5480. Or you can also go to my site, which is TitanEvolutionGroup.com. I'll talk to you guys later and have a wonderful and blessed Christmas with your family. Bye.